Marketing communications. Question 9. The brand is designing an advertising campaign that will be using a rational emotional appeal and wants to make sure the campaign will be properly evaluated. Identify two different tools that can be used to evaluate the campaign before its launch, and two different tools that can be used to evaluate the campaign after its launch. Explain. There are different methods used to evaluate an IMC campaign, classified as pre-test measures before the message is delivered and the campaign is launched, and post-test measures after the message is delivered and the campaign is launched. Pre-test measurement options before. What are the different tools used to evaluate the IMC campaign? Pre-tests. We have 6 different pre-tests: concept testing, copy testing, persuasion analysis, emotional reaction tests, psychological arousal test, purchase simulation test. In the post-test, we have recall test, recognition test, sales and response rates, test markets. Let's begin with concept testing in the pre-test. Concept testing could be good for rational appeal. The aimed at content of a marketing piece. Examines the proposed content of marketing communications and impact that content may have on a potential target audience. It is most used in the early stages of development rather than after production of the message. Production costs. What is evaluated? Verbal messages, message and meaning translations for international copy, product placement in ads, value of a sales promotional effort. How? Through focus groups, 8 to 10 individual representatives of the target market, storyboards, series of still photo sketches outlining the structure of the commercial. If changes are to be made, it is less costly to do them before the production or completion of the ad piece. Concept testing instruments. Comprehension tests used when participants in a study are asked the meaning of a proposed marketing communications piece to make sure they correctly understand the message. Reaction tests used to determine overall feeling, positive or negative, about a proposed marketing piece. Let's continue with the pre-test method. Copy testing, better for rational cognitive appeal. Used when marketing piece is finished or in final stages of development. Examines main message, message format, audiences, stated preferences and attitudes. How? Focus groups, mall intercept. Common copy testing techniques: portfolio test, print communication, theater test, television mass media communication. Let's go on with emotional reaction test. Good for emotional appeal. They are self-reported instruments. Examines audience's emotional reaction to proposed marketing communications. How? One method used is the warmth monitor concept. Feelings of warmth are positive when they are directed toward an ad or a product. This method can be used to evaluate both TV and radio ads. Physical arousal tests, good for emotional appeal. Measure fluctuations in a person's body functions that are associated with changing emotions. How? Methods: psychogalvanometer. Psychogalvanometer measures respiration levels in palm and fingers to indicate degree of interest and emotional involvement. Pupillometric meter measures the dilatation of a person's pupil, which changes with emotional arousal. Pupils dilate more when the person reacts positively and become smaller when reactions are negative. Psychophysiology. Brain image measurement process that tracks the flow and movement of electrical currents in the brain. Successful ads tend to generate higher levels of emotional engagement. Post-test measurement options after the campaign is launched. Regarding post-test measurement options, the methods used are more applicable when a rational appeal has been used. Recall test. They examine whether an audience remembers the message, what the audience remembers about the message. Brand awareness. Brand ad awareness. They involve asking an individual to recall what communication messages she viewed in a given setting or time period. Then, in progressive steps, the subject is asked to identify information about the message. Some of the parts of marketing communications messages that can be tested for recall are product name or brand, firm name, company location, theme music, spokesperson, tagline, incentive being offered, product attributes, primary selling point of communication piece. Those are items tested for recall. Recognition tests for rational appeal. Format in which individuals are given copies of an ad and asked if they recognize it or have seen it before. If yes, individuals are asked to provide additional details about when and where, and then about the ad itself, particularly effective for cognitive message strategy. Examine consumers' attitudes, level of interest in attention, comprehension, and reaction. Factors: liking, level of interest, brand usage, and execution.